What are you going to be saying to the caucus today, and why did you decide to turn up this morning?
Well, look, I wanted to turn up to the last one as well, and as I said, I had commitments that day. I had specifically requested if it could be delayed by another day. That opportunity wasn't provided. But also, as I said, the senior colleague had let me know that there was already a predetermined outcome. So it made it even more difficult to show up on that day. But, I want my case heard, whether it's predetermined or not.
What will you be saying inside that caucus room today? What will you be appealing to your fellow MPs this morning?
That there needs to be an independent investigation so that my name can be cleared, as I've said, if anybody's made any claims against me, but also an independent investigation into the claims that I've made. And not just me, there are other MPs in a similar situation who have been affected by bullying. I've been able to provide screenshots. There's a 55-minute audio tape conversation where somebody has basically said that the Prime Minister doesn't want, the last thing that she wants to do is an independent investigation because there's more things to dig here, and they're all bullies. And as I said, there's multiple colleagues who are going through the same situation.
Are you expecting to be expelled today?
Look, I'm just going with an open mind, which I was going to do last week as well until I was told that things were predetermined. But my focus is still on the independent investigation. Why would you not investigate somebody? If my staff have made any claims, why would you not give them the right to be heard and give me the right to clear my name? But at the same time, why would you not give Kieran McNulty a chance to have his name cleared, because it's probably going to be hanging on his head for a long time too. So why shouldn't all parties get heard and there should be an independent investigation? If I worked in any other workplace, all of you know that by now there would have been an independent investigation launched. So it is really bizarre that it hasn't happened. And people keep asking me about evidence. I mean, what more evidence do you need than screenshots of MPs, ministers, senior colleagues talking about the fact that they've been bullied, and an audio conversation as well.
So if you are, if you're
A number of
expelled,
your colleagues have come through this morning and nobody has backed up your claims.
Well, obviously they won't, because that's what I'm saying. If you want to see the screenshots, I'm happy to sit down with you guys as long as you prevent the privacy of these people and show you what's going on, that these people have specifically talked about being bullied. But in the last 2 weeks, I've been made an example of that. If you talk about this, then you will get into more trouble. And you won't get a right of reply. So that's basically what's happened. People are still calling me. Why are people still calling me after their audio was aired? The person calls me back and says, I completely appreciate why you had to record me because you haven't been given the chance that you deserved. So that's pretty much what's happening.
Your colleagues say that they don't trust you. How do you feel about it?
Well, look, the trust has been broken from the other side, because what you've got here is leadership.
They say you broke that trust.
Well, it's the other way around, right? I've tried for 1.5 years to actually get justice, which hasn't happened. In December, I provided the evidence and said, this guy's been bullying other people. The person gets promoted. Now we've got screenshots of people who've said they've been bullied. Am I the one breaking the trust, or is it the leadership that is breaking the trust of other colleagues whose well-being is also at place here? The question is about, what about other MPs, ministers whose well-being is also important?
So what will you do if you're expelled?
Well, I haven't thought that far, but what we need is justice, an independent investigation. It's not something crazy to ask for. All I'm asking for is an independent investigation both ways.
Do you think you will get that justice inside? Do you expect that you'll get a fair hearing?
Well, look, given what I was told last week in detail in 55 minutes, where the word predetermined came into that audio many times, and where they said that the last thing the Prime Minister wants is an independent investigation because there's more things to dig here. Probably not, but it's important that I get my say.
The MPs that we were talking to coming in this morning, a lot of them are saying the trust has gone. What does that mean to you?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Where has the trust gone from? Because these MPs are still getting in touch with me and saying that they're the ones who have been bullied. So maybe they don't trust the party and the leadership as well. Otherwise, why would they be contacting me still and talking about it? I've had a minister contact me while the Prime Minister was on the podium last week, specifically saying that they've been bullied as well. And all of that evidence I've got, I can show it to you guys. So which way has the trust been depleted? It almost seems like the MPs and the ministers don't trust the leadership because they keep saying there is no problem here with
what minister?
Look, I don't want to invade their privacy. It's hard enough to provide the screenshots and those audios, but welcome to sit down with you and actually show you the messages, so you can verify it for yourself.
Do you stand by your claim?
You've talked about bringing a support person along. Have you managed to permit have that permitted?
No, so I was told that no support person is allowed.
And so, how are you feeling about walking into that room, facing your colleagues?
Well, that's how it's been throughout, right? Like I've been in closed door meetings with multiple people talking at me, shouting at me, and now we're going to be in a caucus meeting where there's going to be 64 other people and myself, more than 64 people, because there'll be some party members as well. And it's difficult to face, but at the end of the day, as I said, all I'm asking for is an independent investigation. I'm not saying heads should roll or anything like that. All I'm saying is do an independent investigation and everybody gets a chance to clear their name.
Do you feel nervous?
Well, no, I don't feel nervous. I feel sad and sorry that we are elected members of parliament, and our own voice is being silenced. And if people can't stand up for themselves, what good job are they doing standing up for their constituents? And similarly for the leadership of the party, it's all talk, all the values you talk about at conferences, at Ivy League universities, at 1 p.m. COVID briefings. But if you're not ready to put your money where your mouth is, then what's the point of talking about this?
I mean, you speak of constituents and you won't confirm whether you're going to resign or not if you're expelled.
Yeah. Look, as I said, my focus at the moment is to talk about investigation and independent investigation. That's been my focus all along.
And surely your constituents deserve to know what you're going to do. Yes,
and what I'm saying, what my constituents deserve to know is, has this guy bullied people or not? Has this guy been a bully? Has been bullied himself or not? And that's what we're asking for, is an independent investigation. When I wrote that article on Thursday, what I genuinely was hoping for was that on Friday the Prime Minister would say things haven't gone the right way and we're going to launch an investigation on Friday. That's not what happened. So then I had to go and release those screenshots. Again, the point was made that that's not evidence enough. I mean, what is the threshold for an independent inquiry when you've got ministers from the inside circles of the government saying they've been bullied by the Labour Party?